This video will take you through the ways in which you can add additional evidence to your record. I've started with the Implement and Reflect page, as this is where you're likely to want to add the most evidence. It could be the case that with a certain activity, you'd like to add a link that links to the activity that you'd undertaken. Perhaps it's an online video, perhaps it's a website. Perhaps as a result of your learning, you've created a video, perhaps you've created some content online that you'd like to add in. So depending on the content, there's different places in which you could add it. What we would suggest is that if you embed videos or pictures into the table, then it can extend the width of columns substantially, which makes the table very difficult to use. What we would suggest is clicking into the space below the table and perhaps creating a numbered code of evidence that you could then relate to up here. So if, for instance, we had created a video as a result of an activity, then I could insert it down here. So things that you might like to add, if you click on Insert, you've probably got most options in this box here. So you can insert an image, so this could be a picture that you've taken of perhaps something you've tried out within your job role, something that you've created as part of your work and as a result of your CPD, perhaps a picture of something that you'd read in a newspaper or magazine that you'd like to insert. So the image can be anything that relates to your CPD. So it's likely that you might like to embed images. You click on Image, then you can click on Upload Images, and it will take you to your desktop where you're able to select images that you might like to use. What you would then do is click OK. I'll do it with an example from here. And then it appears. Okay, so that is number one, that's my piece of evidence, and I've got it relating to this box here. You may wish to insert YouTube videos. This could be as evidence of CPD that you've completed. Perhaps you found a video online of something that you could learn from and you'd like to embed that video here. If you click on YouTube, you can paste the URL of a video. I tend to untick these boxes because it makes the video look a little less messy, and then click Save. And your video will appear underneath there as evidence number 2. And just make sure that you've referenced your evidence somewhere in your development record up here. So that's images and YouTube. Other things that you may wish to add are things from your drive. So this could be documents of resources or information that you've created for colleagues as a result of CPD that you've undertaken. It could be that the document you have stored on your drive contains the initial CPD that you took part in. You could add in a whole folder of resources if you wanted to. You could add in a form, perhaps you've created a questionnaire as a result of some CPD that you went on to. You can add in a sort of video that's stored on your drive rather than online. You can insert a presentation or spreadsheet. Now, one problem that does cause, I'll just show you. If you click on Drive and select Document, for instance, and I'll just select one of the things that I've got on here. You can change the height of it, so I will make it smaller. I'll say 300 and then click Save. As you can see on the screen, it does take up rather a large amount of room. The other way of doing it is going into your drive. I'll just do it over here. And you can actually click on something and show the link for it, so that you can copy that link there. No, I can't copy it from there. If you click on Share here, and your link to share is there, click Done. And then you can go back into your screen and just paste the link there. So anything on your drive, it's probably easier in most cases to add a link, and you may wish to do that with YouTube videos, as you can see from the embed, they appear fairly large on screen when you've done it. What you need to make sure of when you share something from your drive is that it is also shared with your line manager and CPD, just as your main site was. This is so that they can see any of the evidence that you've added on there. Okay, I think that's most of the things that you might want to insert. Other ways of doing it, if your resources aren't stored online but they are stored on your desktop, if you click at the bottom here, you can click on Add Files. And what you can then do is select something from your desktop to insert, and that could be a Word document or presentation or something that isn't online. And what it will then do is appear at the bottom of your screen there. People can then download it and view it in that respect. So you can add them at the very bottom of the page if they are not belonging online. You can add in links for things that are either in your Drive or maybe websites or YouTubes. You can embed videos and you can add in pictures. If there's anything else that you'd like to know, please just contact the technical support details that are at the bottom of the guidance flyer.